Hiya. It's Deputy Prime Minister, proud northerner from a working class background, basic instinct enthusiast, and now fourth sexiest woman in the UK according to a BBC poll, Angela Rayner, and welcome to another no-brainer with Angela Rayner. Well, it has been an extremely difficult day for myself, and I have come out and been very open and honest, which is what I am, open and honest, defo open and honest, and said that I have today reported myself to the independent ethics advisor, and I am more than happy for them to scrutinise my tax affairs and where I've potentially gone wrong and, you know, following some dodgy advice. Things have got a little bit mixed up, and it's been very, very difficult for myself. I did a heartfelt, open and honest interview with Sky News' Beth Rigby, and I mean, usually she is brilliant with us Labours. She's always beaming from one side of a gob to the other, interviewing any of us Labours really. She loves our Keir, and I felt that she would defo be the best person to do the interview with, and I think I tugged a little bit at her heartstrings because she did come in a bit hard in the beginning, and then she softened a lot because I think she could see the raw emotion in the situation. So it was really, really good. It went well, and I just explained to her, you know, the blunders that have happened, and, you know, everything was done proper. As far as I was concerned, as far as I was aware, everything was done proper. And, you know, I did take some dodgy advice. Didn't realise it was dodgy at the time because I chose somebody who boasts an 11-year career within the banking sector on the LinkedIn, and, you know, they've worked in all different areas of banking. They've done, you know, the complaints department and, you know, accounts, and they know about money. They're a bit of an economist really, and they did say that. So I just thought they would be the best. I'm not obviously going to name the person. I won't do that because I don't think that's very, very, very professional. But I will say, you know, to say that they've got all this experience, they really did drop the ball when it came to advising me on what direction was the best one to go in. So I am a little bit annoyed, to be honest, and I certainly won't be taking advice from them in the future. And I'm a bit concerned come the end of November, you know, for the rest of the country. I'm not going to say any more than that, but I'll just say I'm very disappointed with the advice. And then I got some other advice, and they went, no, their advice was totally wrong. You owe 40 grand. And I'm good for it. Don't get me wrong. I am good for it. I'll pay it. I'll work something out. But I am pretty annoyed with the original advice. But anyway, it's all fine. It's getting sorted. I'm not concerned. I do feel bad, but I know it's going to get sorted out. So there you go. And then, of course, I had to go straight across to PMQs, which, I mean, what a day for it. It really has been very, very difficult. But I have to say, our Keir did a cracking job of having my back, and he really did. He made it absolutely clear that the Deputy Prime Minister comes from a working class background. She worked her way up from nothing. She's pulled herself up by bootstraps and shown that you can come from a working class background and succeed in politics. Like, I'm the first person to ever do that, and it's wonderful to see that you can come from a working class background like myself and do very, very well in politics, in positions of power, and I am proof of coming from a working class background and being able to do that from a working class background. So it's been really, really, it's been really nice to see the PM sticking up for me like that, and I'm very, very pleased that he did. And, you know, it was all in all a pretty good PMQs. I was quite subdued. I just kept my gob shut this time. I thought, I'm not going to do my usual gobbing off across the dispatch box at Kemi, even though she was getting on my nerves. I just thought, no, I'll just let Keir handle it today. And he did. And, you know, we changed our Rachel settings to occasional nodding, and that was fine. Although I did notice that she was slipping into smug mode quite a lot. There was a smug expression going across her face quite a lot, especially when our Keir was talking about me and my working class background and that. And I thought, wait, who set her to smoke? Either that or she's just been watching back to back James O'Brien on LBC, because there's a real expression of smugness there that I was quite surprised with. So we're going to have to look at her settings again. But our Keir coined a new Us Labour's buzzword today, and we've all been instructed to use it as much as possible, and it is, you're talking the country down. So whenever anyone says anything negative about anything Us Labour's have done, we simply say, you're talking the country down. Why are you talking the country down? They're talking the country down. Why do you need to talk the country down? So this is now going to be added to not across the details of the case, or I'm not across the details of that. So brand new Us Labour's buzzwords to kick us off for the season, which is absolutely brilliant. But he did do fantastically well, and I'm so glad that he had my back. He put Kemi Badenoch in a place, which really isn't difficult to do because she's got a few own goals there in PMQs today. She was really asking for it. And all in all, I feel relieved that I've got it all off my chest. I've snuck back into Beth Rigby's studio because they were all very nice. They made me a brew afterwards and said, you're all right with us, everything's fine. So I said, can I just come back and hang out in the studio for a bit for the rest of the day, just to keep the rest of the press away? And they said, yeah, go for it. So I'm having a tin, I'm relaxing, I'm not bothered about what the far right adjacent media are talking about on the stupid channels. I could not care less what people are saying on X, because do you know what? It doesn't matter what you say and it doesn't matter what you do. Us Labours are going to continue to go from strength to strength. I'll see you again on another No-Brainer with Angela Rayner.